Hello YouTubers, this is Fat Ain't Groovy, Cindy, and I just wanted to catch up and say a few things about what's going on with me. Um, I wanted to talk about some serious things, sort of. My boss, as you know, as I have said before, I think I posted about that on Christmas Eve, about how he's making my life, trying to make my life miserable, trying to fire me, trying to get me to quit, whatever is on his agenda. I'm not real sure. But anyway, I fought it and fought it and fought it for the past month. Um, I prayed hard. I put it in the Lord's hands, and I trusted Him, and I tried to hold my tongue and do what is professional instead of always maybe what my emotions wanted to do. And it worked out for the best, I believe. I also requested to go back part-time because my job was really getting to me. My job is very stressful to me, and I'm just tired of doing it 8 hours a day. And just because, maybe it sounds weak of me, maybe it sounds lazy of me, but I was so incredibly miserable in my job and with my boss, that I haven't slept really good in about a month. Well, I've had some just horrible insomnia, and then I got run down. I started getting run down, kind of a cold and allergy kind of symptoms. I didn't really know what was going on. I had a sore throat. Well, finally, I slept till noon today. Slept really hard. Had a lot of dreams and just slept really hard, and which is something I haven't done in a very long time. So I think I'm finally caught up on my sleep now. I got approval to go back to working part-time. I've been working part-time for the past couple of days, so it's much better than working 8 hours a day. I'm only working 5 hours a day with a couple of little breaks. It really makes a whole lot of difference. It really does. I am happy because I do not have my old supervisor anymore. They have assigned me to a new supervisor. She is a supervisor that I had before at another point, and she was not the greatest, but she wasn't near anything like him. He was a nightmare, just a nightmare. And he's going to be found out. They're going to see what kind of person he is, and I think they've already started seeing it, because he started writing me up for stuff in my files and my going against my employee record, my employee records, and they undid that. So they did see him for what he's about on a lot of things. So anyway, I've been doing pretty good on my calories this week as far as since the Rotel incident. Ooh, since then I've done fairly well. I have decided to, especially since I'm going back part-time, I'm going to have my walking hours are going to be freed up again so that I can walk. The walking is what got me started back in the summer and spring and summer. I lost 40 pounds from walking and drastically cutting down my eating, and so we're going to try to move towards that direction again. Oh, and I almost forgot, I did break down tonight. I actually broke down and got the tweezers out, and I did pluck my eyebrows a little bit. I know they're probably uneven and they're probably not great because I'm not a real great eyebrow plucker, but can you tell? I don't know if you can see them or not, but I kind of got after it with the tweezers. We went and saw Marley and Me the other night. Cried my eyeballs out. It was so good. I need tips on how to have willpower. If someone can tell me how to have some more self-control, and maybe it's just something that you do personally to help you not eat something that you know is in the house calling your name and haunting your every move. If you have an idea, please let me know, and it's of the utmost importance. Please, ASAP. Thanks. You know what? I have to tell y'all about this guy. My daughter was out to eat at a restaurant, and she started talking to this man who was my age. And she was with my aunt and uncle. They're all out. It was a family kind of dinner. And he was there by himself at this restaurant. And it was one of those sort of a buffet type places. And so he was there by himself, and they just were sitting real close together, and I guess they just kind of got to talking. And anyway, he seemed like a nice guy. He was nice looking and kind of cowboy type with boots and a hat and all that. So my daughter, after talking to him for a while, whenever she went to leave, she did something that she has never ever done before. She said, you might be a good match for my mom. Why don't you give her a call? Well, here's her phone number. Oh my gosh. So she comes home and she tells me, she says, oh yeah, this guy, he said he's going to call you. So I'm like, okay, well, he probably thinks that I'm a desperate, lonely woman who has family members out scouting for dates for me. But I thought it was real sweet of Paige. I love her so much. It was just real sweet of her to do. And so I was interested. I'm like, I was interested to see whether he was even going to call or not, because I really figured he wouldn't. Because I'm like, he probably said, yeah, I'll call her, and then, whatever. So the next morning, he sent me a text message, and it said, hi, my name is, and I'm so paranoid, I don't even want to use his real name. Let's call him, let me think of a really good name. Let's call him Harvey. That's funny. This is Harvey, and I met your daughter last night and your family members at the restaurant, and I would really like to call you if it's okay with you. Okay. Now let's stop right there. I thought that was very respectful. I really appreciated that, and I liked it. But you know what? Ever since then, there's not been anything the man has done that I have liked. He's kind of weird. It's like he's not, I don't know, he's interested in women, and the next minute he's not. We've talked on the phone a couple of times. He's just, I don't know, he just doesn't really do it for me. But, I don't know, it's weird. He calls tonight on my phone, and I was busy, and I wasn't able to get to the phone. I was out, and I called him later, and he asked me if I would go. Well, I'm sorry. He called me and left a voicemail message, and I called him back and left a voicemail message. We both missed each other. So we started texting, which is what we always end up doing for some reason. So he texted me and said, would you like to go to dinner tomorrow at this same place where they all met? And would you like to meet there? So I sent him a text message, and I said, thank you, but I'm going to church tomorrow, and then I'm going to be working and doing this and doing that. And I said, I'm going to be busy all day. Plus, I really would rather talk to you longer before we just meet, because I don't want to just meet somebody I talked to a couple of times for 5 minutes on the phone, which is the way it kind of was. And somebody I text, that's just not my cup of tea. So he sends me back a text message. Get this. It says, well, it's only on a friendship basis anyway, because I date women in their 30s. What, huh? Okay. So I sent him a message back, and I said, a text message back, and I said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you only dated women in your 30s, and I don't qualify. I'm not in that age range. So maybe we better not take this any further, and you take care now. Goodbye. Good luck. I was nice. It wasn't ugly or anything like that. I just don't want to waste my time on, games and goofy stuff like that. And so he texted me back like 2 or 3 times, and now he wants to meet me, and now he wants to talk to me more, and now he's like hot after me or something. And what's up with that?